All right, everyone. Good morning and welcome. Going to show you a picture in a second of the day that today is, the god, the Norse god that today is named after. And then we're going to write the name of the day. It's actually quite easy to write Friday. It's quite easy. But got to find that picture for you. Why am I so bad at this? I cannot find her at all. There, I'll put it here. Okay, sharing my screen. Here we go. So, the picture that I'm showing you right now is an impression of somebody called Frigga. She is the wife of Odin. She is also known as a goddess of love and marriage, and Friday was named after her. That's Frigga there. So Friday has the first three letters of Frigga, F-R-I, and then day. So today is Frigga's Day. And I really like this memory trick as well. Friday begins F-R-I, and I like to see my friends on Friday. So you remember that there's F-R-I in friends and F-R-I in Friday. And that's how I sometimes teach friend. All right. Okay, friends. Today.
How do you spell Frigga?
Pardon?
Someone asked how you spell it. Like Frigga.
This is how you would spell Frigga. And again, if you've seen any of the Marvel movies, that's Thor's mum as well. Mm-hmm. Yep. All right. Just checking with Imogen. She knows all the Marvel universe. In fact, her cat's called Marvel. That's how much she knows about that. Finn, look, it's pizza. He went to bed. Finn, it's pizza. Look. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come on. Come and say hello to everyone. Hop, hop, hop. Hop, hop, hop. Come on. Good boy. And I don't know what he's got on his head, but that was Finn really, really briefly. All right, everyone, let's begin. Make sure you've got your pencils and your pieces of paper ready. Today is Friday. Write that at the top of your page. And just going over some of the things that we've already done. Yesterday, we learned that if you add final silent E to a word, and there is a vowel, one letter before that, one consonant before that, the E tends to affect that vowel and make it say its name. So can becomes cane, pet becomes Pete, pin becomes pine, hop becomes hope, and cut becomes cute. The ones that we're really interested today, or the word that I'm really interested in today, is hop. I'm going to take everything else away, and we are going to look at hop. Because the other thing that we did this week was we added suffixes to bases to see how those bases change. Sometimes you've got to change the structure of the base when you're adding a suffix. So take a word like hop, and this is all recapping. We're just going back over what we did. If you take a word like hop, I'm going to hop on one leg. No, I'm not. Oh, and by the way, my pajamas today are just your classic Peter Alexander stripies. I've got a bit of tartan on the bottom here, pink tartan. That's what I'm wearing today. And there's only one vote for no in my pajamas next week, so looks like I might have to send away to Peter Alexander for more. Always looking for excuses to do that. All right, Imogen's shaking her head. All right, so changing the base, hop. Well, first of all, we have to look at the structure of the base. Is hop a last three CVC word? Consonant, vowel, consonant. So the last three letters, are they a consonant letter, then a vowel letter, then a consonant letter? If the answer is yes, then you have to look out. You have to look out. You might have to change that base. Then we played the yes-no game. Yes, no. I'm going to ask you about these suffixes. Is this a vowel suffix? Ing. A vowel suffix is a suffix that has a vowel at the beginning. Is ing a vowel suffix? That's a yes. Is ed a vowel suffix? Yes, it's got a vowel there. Is s a vowel suffix? That's a no. It's not a vowel suffix. Is a vowel suffix? Yes, it is. If you have a CVC word like hop and a vowel suffix, what do you have to do to change the base when you add a vowel suffix? Everyone? A lot of new messages here, Bonnie. Everyone, what you have to do is you have to double the final consonant. Then you can add the vowel suffix. Hopper, hopped, hopping. If it's not a vowel suffix, you do not double the final consonant. That gives us hops. Yep, everyone, very good. That's right, you double P. Well done, everyone. Good stuff. And you know that. You're pretty good at that. You're pretty amazing at that. So let's look at more changing bases. Taking hop, and I'm going to make that with my tiles now. Hop, to move around on one leg, I'm going to add final silent E, and I've changed the word completely. I've changed the way that it's said, and it's a completely different word now. What word is it? Hope. I hope you're having a good time. Hope has final silent E. When your base has final silent E, you also need to change it when you're adding suffixes. Good, everybody wrote hope. Well done. Glad you're keeping up. This is very good. You change the base when you add a vowel suffix. If it's not a vowel suffix, you don't change the base. So it acts a little bit like last three CVC. You've got to change the base when you add a vowel suffix. And the way that you do that is this. Is this a vowel suffix? Yes, it's a vowel suffix. We have to change this base now. The way we change it is that final silent E is replaced by the vowel suffix. And that's why we've got hoping. I'm hoping that you understand this. Everybody on your page, right? Hoping. Good stuff, everyone. I can see some really good work there. Excellent work. Hoping. Remember I told you that vowels don't say their names unless there's a signal. Well, in the word hope, our signal is final silent E. If we take that away, it looks like the signal's disappeared, but it hasn't. What's happened is we've now made the first syllable an open syllable. That is, the consonant P belongs to the next syllable, leaving this vowel at the end of that syllable, saying its name, hoping. If you add another P and close off the syllable, now we've got hopping. That's why we have these rules, because we've only got 26 letters. We have to find ways of spelling all the thousands of words that we have. And that's why we have these rules of open and closed syllables and final silent E and doubling. It helps us combine and recombine those letters to make all the huge amount of words that we need to make. All right, back to hoping. Now, I hope you've all had a chance to write hoping. I'm glad you understand. Very good. Back to hope. Going to add another suffix. Today I hope. Yesterday I hoped. Is this a vowel suffix? If it's a vowel suffix, watch out. Sometimes you have to change the base. Take away the E, replace it with the vowel suffix. It just so happens that that vowel suffix also begins with an E. Write hoped. All right. Going to put the base back. Hope. If I'm full of hope, and I'm full of hope that we all get back to school soon, never thought I'd say that, but it's true. I'm full of hope. That means I'm hopeful. Yep. Is this a vowel suffix? That's right. It's not a vowel suffix. If it's not a vowel suffix, you don't have to change this base. You don't have to change a final silent E when it's not a vowel suffix, when it's a consonant suffix. Very good, everyone. Yes, Finn is sleeping. Imogen, you need to be answering those questions. So all we do is we put the suffix right on the end. It doesn't need to replace the E. It doesn't replace the E. So that's hopeful. Everybody, write hopeful. Beautiful spelling. Well done. All right. And you know what's really great? You can add more than one suffix to a word. So that's a base plus a suffix. I can add another suffix. Lee. This suffix means in the manner of. So if I do something that's full of hope, I do it hopefully. You need to leave the suffixes alone. So that L remains and that L remains. That's why there are two L's in hopefully. But look at the great big word you just built. Hopeful plus Lee, hopefully. Right, hopefully. Very good work. Hope, full, Lee. Hopefully we go back to school. That is a beautiful sentence. It says Julia. I'm never sure whether it's your parents' name or your name that's, that's on the chat. Hope plus full plus Lee. Hopefully. Nicely done. All right. Last one. My dog hopes that there'll be more treats soon. No, he doesn't. He hopes that we just leave him alone. Is this a vowel suffix? Oh, it's you, Julia. Oh, nice to see you. Is this a vowel suffix? No, this is not a vowel suffix. So do we change the base? That's right. We don't change the base. We just add the suffix. Hopes. Really good. Right, hopes. Brilliant work. All right. That's where you change the base. Now I'm going to show you something else. Last thing that I'm going to show you this week. Then we're going to do a sentence. I have composed a sentence and it's a super duper one. Okay. New base. This time, good. Where are all my vowels? Oh, there they are. All right. First syllable, bay. Next syllable, B. How do you write the E bit in baby? Is it the letter E? No way! You're right. It's a Y. E at the end of a word tends to be silent. So we need to use the stunt double. Y. Baby. Now we have an open syllable. The A is saying its name here in the open syllable. Baby. All right. We can't spell baby like this. We can't even spell baby like this because I is an illegal letter. But if we're adding any suffix, not just a vowel suffix, any suffix to a final silent E word, there's a certain thing, not silent, sorry, to a Y, a word final Y word, there's a certain thing that you need to know. Y is there to stop I or E being at the end because there's rules around why they can't be at the end. But if you add a suffix like this, 1 baby, 100 babies, right? If you add a suffix, that's not the end of the word anymore. This is. So illegal I can come back. But there's still a problem, because that now looks like bay-bis. We've got to make a signal that this is E, babies. So we add E and S like that. That's a lot of changing to the base there. Do you see how that works? So Y is replaced by I, E, S. That's 3 letters that come in. Sorry, Y is replaced by IE when we add our S suffix, our plural suffix, babies. That's the structure of that. That's the mechanism. So write babies. Babies. Doesn't matter if it's a vowel suffix, doesn't matter if it's a consonant suffix right now. The Y goes away. The only time that's a little bit different, and why is difficult. Y and I and E are all very, very similar. Y and I and E are all very similar. The only time that you don't do that is this. Let's get our base back. Baby. If you talk to someone who's not a baby, but you use baby words, you know, like, ooh, hi, Thomas, you little coochie coo, right? I'm babying him. Do you get that? I'm making him appear like he's a baby, okay? I know that was rubbish, a terrible impression, but thank you for laughing. So if you treat someone like a baby, you're babying them. There's a new word for your vocabulary, right? Sorry, I chose you, Thomas, but you know, it's funny. It's cute because I would never baby Thomas. But if you're babying someone, that's what you're doing. You can only baby babies. You shouldn't be babying anybody else, right? Ing. There's a problem. Can you see what the problem is when we add the suffix ing to baby? Do we take this away? Do we add illegal I back in? Is that what we do? There is a problem. That's right. We don't do that, do we? That would be daft. We don't spell things in English with 2 I's in a row. We don't do that. So for this one, we leave the Y right there and add the suffix, because Y and I are almost the same thing. So we've got to make it say babying. Phew. Right, babying. Everybody done it? Good. All right. That's a lot of base changing. And that was just the introduction to all of that. But now you've got some ideas about how you need to alter your bases. And I want you to think of longer words when you're writing in terms of where's the base and how am I going to add the suffix. Even if it's all together in your head, I want you to get used to knowing where the base is, where the suffix is. It's really helpful. It helps you spell anything. All right. There's one more word I want to show you before we do our dictation, okay? And it's on that poster there. Would you mind getting that for me, Imogen? It's the middle one.
This one?
Yep. So this will help you. Yes, Imi is my daughter. This will help you. She's 14. There she is in her Peter Alexander pink as well. It's this poster here. I don't often introduce homophones all at the same time, but this is one I found on the internet that's really helpful. And the word that we're looking for, they all say there, by the way. There's 3 ways to spell that word. They're homophones. 3 ways to spell that word. You've got their, meaning belonging to them. So we've got a picture of a person because it's a personal pronoun. So the person is the I, T-H-E-I-R. Then we've got their, which is in the same family as here, and a little arrow meaning go over there to help you remember how to spell that there. And then we've got the contraction they are, which sounds like there. They're my very good friends. You can't see it. Oh, I'm not sure why. Can you see it?
See what?
There and there, the poster. Sorry, Skidmores, it's on you. I don't know. All right, so the there that we're going to use in our, it's a bit blurry because your internet connection is struggling. Well, it'll be on the recording just in case you need to go back to it. The there that we want in this sentence means belonging to them. So which one is that? Is it this one, or this one? Belonging to them. Yep. Number one, the top one. Very good. That is the there that we want in the sentence. Here comes your sentence. I'm going to say it. It's going to contain lots of words that we worked on this week. It's going to contain, here are your bases. It's going to contain the word baby. It's going to contain the word grip. It's going to contain the word hope. So what we've got here is a Y word, so look out. We've got a last three CVC word, and we've got a final silent E word. You have to decide whether or not you're going to change the base according to the suffixes that you're adding. That sounds really complicated, but you get it, don't you? You get it, right? Because you've been working hard all week. Here we go. Here is the sentence I'm going to say out loud. Give you a few minutes to write it down, and then we're going to check it. The sentence is, I'll say the whole thing. The cute babies gripped their spoons, hopefully. So you can imagine a room full of babies, really cute ones, and they can smell some really excellent chocolate pudding being made in the kitchen, and they're sitting there going, oh, I hope that chocolate pudding's for me. So the cute babies gripped their spoons, hopefully. First phrase, the cute babies. Write it down. You're a baby shark. The cute babies. When you're finished, give me a thumbs up or give me a yes. The cute babies. Not getting any yeses from anybody. When you finish writing that down, say yes. Good stuff. The cute babies. Did you have to alter at the base baby? Here comes the next bit. I'm just waiting for everyone to say yes. Everyone who's writing it down. I'll give you the next bit. The cute babies gripped their spoons. Gripped their spoons is the next bit. So you've got your base grip. Do you change it or not? The cute babies gripped their spoons. Gripped their spoons. Which there are you going to use? Ooh, lots of very quick people. The cute babies gripped their spoons, hopefully. They were full of hope. You've got to add two suffixes to that base. How are you going to do it? This is the suffix full. This is the suffix ly, by the way. Wow. Archer's done already, and now he's writing it out neater. How amazing. What dedication. That's amazing. The cute babies grip their spoons, hopefully. Now, check. Did you have a capital letter at the beginning? Did you put a full stop at the end? I hope so. If you didn't, fix it up. Now I'm going to write it out for you to check. Here we go. Capital T. My board keeps coming off the wall for some reason. I don't know why it's misbehaving. All right. The. Cute. Final silent E, making the U say its name. Cute. Babies. Our base is baby, but because it's not the end anymore, out goes the Y, in comes I, in comes signal E, then suffix S. The cute babies. Gripped. Base word grip. Last three, CVC. ED is a vowel suffix, so I have to double that final consonant and add the suffix. Gripped. Otherwise, we've got griped. The cute baby's gripped. Then I chose their number one, because that means belonging to these people. There. Spoons, that's pretty easy. Spoon, adding the suffix S, no need to change the base. And then we've got hope, our base. It's a final silent E word, so we have to look out, do we replace the final silent E or not? Well, this is not a vowel suffix, so the answer is no, don't change the base. Hope, fully. Full stop. If you got it right, tick it. If you didn't, fix it. I'm sure you got lots right there, if not absolutely everything. The cute babies grip their spoons, hopefully. Chocolate pudding. All right, now I want chocolate pudding. Guess what time it is, everyone?
Question.
Yeah, it is question time. So if you have a question, put your hand up and Imogen will unmute you. It looks like Edie. Go for it, Edie.
So my friend calls herself Lucy with an I, so Luci. Is that like an illegal letter, or since it's a name, it doesn't matter?
What a brilliant question. One of the reasons why words don't follow the rules is because it's a name. You can make up the spelling of a name as much as you like. So parents sometimes like to make their children's names stand out and be unique. So they break the spelling rules. And that's what's happening with Lucy. Oh, great question. Who's next? Sam? Go for it, Sam. I think it's Sam. It says Sam, but it might be a different name. But you can correct me if you need to. Go.
Do we have any homework?
Do we have any homework?
Do you have any homework? Well, I'm not really setting homework. I mean, gosh, practice all the wonderful words that you've learned this week by reading them two ways, first for spelling, then for reading, and putting them into sentences. That's a really, really good bit of homework. But because there's so many of you, it's difficult for me to check the homework. Maybe your parents could. With Spelling for Life next week, I will be setting homework or more work to do if you want to do it. So that's what will happen next week. But today, it's just practice what you've done. The cute babies grip their spoons, hopefully. Well done, Ivy. Excellent work. All right, Ella, you're up. What is your question?
How do you know a word ends in ed and not t?
What a brilliant question that is. That's to do with meaning. That's to do with meaning because ed is the suffix that tells us that we're talking about the past. So you have to go beyond what you hear and into the meaning of the word. So today I play, yesterday I played, we know it's ed. Today I'm thinking of a word, skip. Today I skip, yesterday I skipped. And it sounds like there's just a T there. But because that's something in the past, you've got to then override that sound and go, no, that's past tense suffix. So if you can't, you've got to figure out whether or not that's a word in the past tense. Yep. And so that's hard as well. It takes a little bit of getting used to, doesn't it? But you got to start somewhere. Does that make sense? Do you see how that works?
Yes.
All right. I hope so. We might do a whole lesson on the ed suffix and how it's got different, how it can represent different sounds, but it represents the same meaning. And that's why we have to go beyond sound and into meaning if we're going to really explain how the language works. Okay, does that answer your question? Is it Ella?
Yes.
Yes? All right, I'm glad. All right, thank you. All right, next person I think is Emily and Mitchell.
Emily, you're unmuted.
You forgot to mention the full stop, I think.
I forgot to mention the full stop
Yes.
on the sentence here.
Yes.
Oh, everybody, make sure you put a full stop. Thank you for reminding me. At least I wrote one. Imagine if I hadn't. Imagine if I'd gone like that. Oh dear, that would have been terrible. I'd never have lived it down. But yes, please do put a full stop always on the end of your sentences, even if it's a question. A question is just a question mark is just a full stop with a mark above it, and so is an exclamation mark. One of those three things will end your sentences. So really good. Thanks for bringing that up. That was excellent. Thomas, looks like we have a question from Thomas.
Do you for their parents do they have to have a pencil and paper with them or no for tomorrow?
Always good. It's a great question. It's always good to have a pencil and paper just in case you need to scribble something down. But for the parents, because tomorrow is a presentation, there will be some slides, a PDF of the slides afterwards as well.
So do the parents go on to Gmail and stuff?
Onto Gmail?
Yeah, the link in the description or something.
The link, the link in the description for tomorrow's webinar is to get them to register for it so that I know who's coming. Yeah, if that makes sense. But on my website, there will be a way to download the slides and watch the videos eventually. And it's the same for these ones as well. So it's on the same page in my website. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Very good. Lovely to see you, Thomas.
Thanks.
See, I don't baby Thomas at all. I'm never babying him, right? Are we right? All right. Ozzy. Looks like Ozzy has a question.
I found something and it's got like a coffee cup.
A coffee cup?
In Zoom. There.
What?
In Zoom.
A coffee cup. Oh, okay. Yes, I can see that now.
And also this thing.
Right. I don't know what that means. Oh, it means you're away, and coffee means you need a break. So when you have longer sessions, longer online sessions, I think sometimes if you're presenting to big groups of adults, sometimes they say, I really need a break. I've done too much thinking. But in a 30-minute lesson, we probably don't need any breaks. Don't you reckon?
Yeah, I just found that and I was confused.
Good for you for bringing it up. Now we all know what that means. Excellent work, Ozzy. See you soon. Looks like we have no more questions, which means that it's time to unmute your microphones and say goodbye. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Go. I can hear you all. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. All right. Bye, everyone. Oh, look at all those cute faces.
Bye.
Thank you. All right, I'm going to end the meeting. See you next time.
You've been amazing.
Bye.